So, report, report, report. Major corporations remain committed to DEI despite massive backlash. You don't say. You don't say. As if that hasn't been glaringly obvious for the last year or two, especially in the gaming industry. You know, even with like Sweet Baby Inc., knowing what they do, and despite the fact that every Sweet Baby Inc. project that's come out this year has failed, they these companies still don't learn. They don't learn because they don't want to learn. Because they're more interested in sticking into the evil haters and the grifters and the incels and this and that. Which I continue to say things that are logical and common sense to people, but then you have the people on the left, you know, these people, these constant for these companies. You're just an incel. You're gooner. You're this. You're that. It's like the left calling you a Nazi. It doesn't matter anymore. And if someone calls you a Nazi, you just look right at them and say, "I'll fucking Hitler, bitch," because we don't care anymore. If you want to call me an incel, gooner, this or that, whatever, I embrace it. I really, these words mean nothing anymore because you freaking morons are so stupid. These college educated people are so stupid they can't think of anything else to say apart from you're an incel, dude. But you know, we've said how these companies can make money. You know, it's we don't care about the diversity, but the fact is, when you take a game and you make diversity the one main thing, they think that diversity or you know, inclusivity is going to make up for a bad story. You know, I've said this before. If you're going to have gay characters, now listen, for all you Riris out there who think that I'm some phobist or ism, if you're going to have gay representation, don't stereotype. It's okay to have gay representation, but making them oh, hey girls, oh, I'm feeling fabulous today, making them a stereotypical character when people should know that not all gay men are flamboyant. Where's the masculine gay male representation? But of course, there are people who are going to hear that and like, oh my god, you people are pathetic. You incels are really pathetic. When I'm here, I'm outright saying, all for gay representation. Just stop making stereotypical. Then there are people with the IQ, smaller than their shoe size, don't comprehend what I'm saying. A relatively recent report claims that that the major S&P 500 companies are committed to DEI initiatives, programs, and policies, despite significant backlash. So they go into stats, you know, with terminology. So 94 have decided to use a variation of DEI, equity-led, culture-led, belonging-led, miscellaneous terms. So you have 6% that are still using DEI, and then you have 94 that are like, well, maybe if we change it from DEI to something else. So now they're going with equity, culture, belonging, and other miscellaneous things. No, I hate when that happens. When you click on the damn thing, it just gets smaller. It gets smaller. That's what she said. So key DEI goals disclosed. So the uh, so have representation goals, 32%. Have supplier diversity goals and other DEI goals. Other DEI goals include initiatives such as diverse grant commitments and HBCU hiring targets. This analysis is limited to DEI goals that are measurable and time bound. Then we got figure 5. This is for 2023, 2024. Announced new goals. So are the light blue, and then the dark blue is omitted existing goals. These numbers do not match the total company count because some companies adjust multiple goal disclosures, which are reflected individually in the graph. Um, ugh. Wish we could enlarge them more there, but no, we got to keep doing this. Figure 6, companies with targeted talent programs. Have talent programs focused on specific. So 67% of these companies. That's called discrimination. That's called discrimination. If you're hiring someone or excluding someone based on skin color, gender, religion, political affiliation, that's discrimination. That's illegal. But it's okay when they do it because they're righting the wrongs of this patriarchal society, this oppressive society that has been so mean to minorities. This one is company suppliers. Why do I keep doing that? I know it's not going to be. I keep clicking on it thinking like, oh, I'm going to be able to enlarge it. I keep saying the same thing about my penis. I'll eventually be able to enlarge it. See, that's why you people can't make fun of me. I have no problem doing it to myself. My penis works just fine, but because I don't have a problem joking about it, that's why you people can't insult me. That's why your stupid, incel, gooner insults, they do nothing. They do nothing. Just like my penis. They do nothing. Companies with supplier diversity programs, so 78% have supplier diversity programs aim to diversify the supply chain by connecting underrepresented group-owned businesses with opportunities that meet the company's specific needs. I saw, yeah. Given this report was October 1st, you had the election. Donald Trump, 47th president of the United States. Everything woke turns to shit. But if you've noticed, during the summer, and from the summer onwards, a lot of these companies, Target, Walmart just announced it, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, John Deere, and especially like John Deere and Tractor Supply, people would look at that as, oh, those are just redneck places. That's where all the MAGA supporters go. Apparently, they're indulging in DEI practices. So, I guess it's not just for the stupid MAGA supporters, is it, you dumb fuck? Guess what? More than just MAGA use, John Deere products. This shows how narrow-minded and just unintelligent these people really are. Again, these are the people who consider themselves college educated, and everything is a stereo. Like, that's all these people are, just stereotypes. This is all they do is stereotypes. That's why none of their own characters can be good, because they just see stereotypes. Can't make a black character because they're always loud and sassy. You can't make a gay character because they're always, oh, hey, bitches. When it comes to the South, apparently everyone here in the South is just a dumb, uneducated redneck. We fuck our sisters. We have schools here too. Of course, for me, I grew up in the North, so New Jersey. But thanks to Hollywood and stereotypes, they think that everyone in the South is some freaking country bumpkin with sitting on the porch with a gun. No. As someone who lives in the South, I can tell you no. But it just shows once again how these college educated beings, these individuals, see other people who they deem below them. So, but yeah, a lot of these companies have stopped their DEI crap. They had departments for it. Now they're closing them down, firing these people who were in charge of these departments because they realized that this is not a good way to make money. It's not a good way to make money at all. So, and because Trump is going to be in charge, they know that unlike the Biden, where he just lets it happen, discriminating against someone because they're white or they're straight, that's illegal, and they know that the Trump administration is not going to settle for that. They're they're not going to let that crap fly. So you have places like Walmart and Lowe's and Tractor Supply, John Deere, and all these other companies getting rid of this DEI crap because they know it's going to be really, really bad business for them soon enough. Um, but the fact that the game companies are still doing it despite, it's like I said with the other dude, with the Matt Hansen or whatever. The fact that he is more than willing to have the company he works for spend hundreds of millions of dollars to add things into a game that he knows will piss people off just to spite them. And then when the game fails, he's going to start blaming the gamers instead of his own childish behavior of putting these things in intentionally to piss people off. So, you know, um, like I said earlier, representation is fine, okay? And there are gonna be people who hear me, and I'm still gonna be just a phobus and ism, despite the fact that I'm saying representation is fine. But these companies insist on just stereotyping. They stereotype characters, and they use this inclusion and representation to try to make up for a bad story. They take characters, they make them black, they make them gay, and they think that that's their the entire character is whatever color they are or the sexuality. They don't have real characteristics. It's just however they identify. Again, it's not real representation. You're gonna have a gay character. It's okay for them to be masculine. There are more than just flamboyant gay dudes playing these games. Maybe masculine gay men want to see themselves represented. Maybe black people are tired of being looked at like the butt of the joke. How, oh yeah, black people are always so loud and sassy and mm-hmm. Maybe they're tired of that. Maybe they want to be taken seriously and not stereotyped. But the companies don't care because that's all they see you as is a freaking stereotype. Because these people who think they're so high and mighty, these college educated individuals see you as nothing more than stereotypes. They see you as people who are beneath them. And instead of actually thinking of a character for these characters, oh no, we're gonna make them gay. Oh well, no, don't. They're gonna be sassy. They're gonna. But hasn't that? No. We're making him sassy. They don't want to think. They're not as intelligent as they seem. And when it comes to actually giving true representation, they just can't do it. They can't do it. Every single game that's come out this year that has diversity has just been stereotypes of, certain groups. So, but we've seen a large number of people finally get tired of it. Even the people that they're pandering to, they're tired of it because it's like, okay, you guys are saying that for someone like me in the community, that you want to have me feel represented, but you're representing us in a disingenuous way. You're representing us with stereotypes. I'm not a stereotype. And then the company just like, oh, well, you're a phobus and ism. Shut up. Oh, you're just a hater. You're a grifter. You're a bigot. You're an incel. You're this. You're that. Like you could have a gay, black, uh, whatever on their side, and as soon as that person speaks out, suddenly they're a far right extremist. They're an incel. They're a homophobe. They're this. They're that. All because these people aren't intelligent enough to create good stories and create good characters. Instead, the entire character is based on how that person identifies. And that's what we've been saying. When we see these games, we're not saying don't play them. We look at these trends and say, oh, it's going to be crap. It's going to be crap. We see these characters and some of the things that they're saying. We're like, oh, yeah, that's a badly written character right there. And I've said numerous times, if you're going to add diversity, it needs to be genuine. And again, a lot of people watching who they're so steadfast in their ways are going to still sit there and say, oh, he's an incel, he's this, because you guys are freaking Riris. And you're not understanding that I'm saying diversity, inclusion, representation is okay as long as it's done correctly and it's not stereotyping. But nope. Incel, because we're clever and funny and we're college educated, incel. So, but we're taking a step in the right direction somewhat. We saw with Dragon Age, the Fail Guard, that people are tired. Not just Dragon Age, Dustborn, Concord. After 2 weeks, it was pulled from the stores and from online because it was so bad. Dragon Age, the Fail Guard, 30,000 refunds in the matter of just 2-3 days because people are tired of it. People are tired of a subpar product with identity politics just reamed into it. People are tired of paying 80, upwards sometimes for like deluxe editions, upwards to like $120, $200 for a deluxe edition for a game that's sitting there preaching to them. More concerned about a message than the actual game itself. When you're sitting there and you're wanting to get to the end of the game, not because it's good, but because you just want to finish it so you can just uninstall it, that's not a good experience. You want to be able to feel things. So like you're sitting there, right? You're sitting there, and you're playing, you're sitting there, and a main character dies, right? You're just like, huh? How long have I been playing? Damn, I'm not even halfway through. Well, I want to beat it. This thing's taking up like 500 gigs on my freaking. I just want to get this done. When you're doing that, that's not a good game now, is it? If you're sitting there and you're like, the game's over? But I don't want it to be over. Is there like DLC I don't have or something? This is what I have? I feel empty inside. Now I know there's a lot of games that have left players like that. I remember playing Ocarina of Time the first time. You get to the end, and because of the characters, how wonderfully they're written, the story, the music, Kingdom Hearts, same thing. Chrono Cross for me. I mean, some people are on the side about Chrono Cross, but it's really a good game. It's so different than Chrono Trigger. Yeah, well, one was on the Super Nintendo and one was on the PlayStation. Yeah, they're gonna be different. Same company though. So there's just games that really are so enthralling that it makes you want more, and it actually makes you sad that it's done. But nowadays the games are like, okay, well, it's taking up 500 gigs on my console, so I just want to get it done so I can uninstall. You don't want a game that you just play through once and that's it. I mean, again, look at Ocarina of Time. Look how 1997, 1998, and people are still playing it. people are still going back and replaying it because how much of a memorable game it is. Is it perfect? No. Is it a good game? Yeah. But then you have games like this, like Concord or Dustbin or Dragon Age, Veilguard, and these games aren't even going to be remembered in 25 years. Unlike the classics, like Mario, Zelda. And we're telling you guys, we're telling you companies how to make money. You're just not listening. If you want inclusivity and representation and all that, go ahead. But just make them good characters. Stop stereotyping. Stop taking someone being gay and making that their entire personality. People who are listening to this and still leave big company alone, maybe you should actually listen to what we're saying. We're not saying to get rid of diversity. We're not saying to get rid of it. But we're tired of seeing stereotyping. We're tired of seeing characters whose whole character is based on their sexual identity or their skin color. So, like I said from the beginning, sure, incel, gooner, whatever. I really don't care. I really don't care. You can say something about the beard, you can say something about the hair, you can say something like, oh, you live in a basement or whatever, because you're so unintelligent that you can't think of anything else. We're not saying anything like, oh, take it away. We're saying, if you want it, stop stereotyping and make good characters that actually represent. But no, I must be speaking a language that cannot be found on Earth, apparently, because, like I said, a lot of people watching, the ones complaining and saying incel, you guys are a bunch of Riris. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Apparently I don't, because no one seems to grasp that we're saying you can have it. Also, stop with the coming out and attacking fans. If people have valid criticisms of the game, maybe you should listen. I said in my other one of my other videos, if a company came out and they had diversity, whatever, and there were complaints, if they were to say, listen, guys, we know that there's a lot of stuff in the game that you don't agree with, but we believe that we truly have created a great product, a really solid game, and we're just asking if you would just give it a chance. I would respect that. And I've said before, there's been stuff on Netflix or on TV or games or whatever that's been like that, giving it a chance, and I'm like, huh, it was pretty good. Was it great? No. A lot of Netflix series that I've seen or movies, they're like, oh yeah, it's filled with like woke crap, and then you watch it and you're like, was it there? Yeah, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. If the company did that, none of us would have a problem with it. But the minute they come out and start saying, oh, well, the game's not for you. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You're just a bunch of phobes, this and isms, far-right extremists, incel, gooners, basement dwellers, this and that. We're like, fuck you. We're not buying your product. And then the only people who are going to possibly buy it are the people you pander to. And even they're not going to buy it. Because you people are constantly losing money. But hey, what do we know? We're just a bunch of phobes, this and isms who clip butterfly wings. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.